Wow, look at that! I gotta get a quick sketch. Boys, in all the chaos and war, we thank our God that the church remains as the source of order, culture, and education. Every Sunday, the vast majority of our neighbors who cannot read or write will renew their faith by seeing the pictures and the carvings straight from the Bible. In 1473, Tilman walked to the city of for his apprenticeship in sculpture and carving. He would train with Michael Earhart, who furnished the city's cathedral with religious statues and figurines. The next day, Tilman and his new master walked toward the cathedral.
You are lucky to see our Catholic Church erect one of the first Gothic cathedrals. The decorations on the inside and outside of this church will serve as guides how you should live your life. Inside, the new architecture will create soaring piers leading you toward the heavens and a flood of life created by the stained glass. Tilman, our objective in all this is to reproduce the stories of the Bible and create images of our apostles who created our church. Now in the beginning, you will prepare our timbers, and then you will sharpen our tools. We will teach you to create the proper proportions with a sculpture that is raised above the head of the parishioners. To avoid cracking, we will suggest that you scoop out the back of the sculpture that will face the wall. We'll teach you to design your sculpture so that you will have the needed detail in the wood and not use the heartwood that is soft. If you continue to progress, you'll be able to create and carve small pieces. Then you'll be able to move on to large, full-scale models and sculptures.
As time passed, Tilman's talents grew. In 1483, Tilman was awarded the title of journeyman in the Guild of St. Louis. After his apprenticeship, Tilman returned to Würzburg. He worked as a journeyman in a small carving workshop. The carving was commissioned by the bishop and placed in an outlying rural church. Like carvings of the era, it was painted by another person and then later damaged in a war. Tilman was lucky in love, for she was the widow of a prosperous goldsmith. 1495, the bells of the cathedral began to peal. The bishop had died. Tilman took his time, for the sculpture would be placed on the main aisle of the cathedral. At the dedication of the carving, the people were surprised. Instead of a glorified saint, Tilman created a realistic portrayal of the late bishop, complete as an elderly man with heavy wrinkles and no teeth. This statue of the bishop was discussed across Germany and resulted in many new commissions. Now, he could hire 2 or 3 apprentices. In 1485, Tilman began to work on a major piece. He decided that the carving would have no paint and would stand alone with only the stain. It is one of his most beloved. Tilman was amazed at the potential.